Hello, my dear friends.
Hello and welcome.
Hello, glad to meet you.
Have a good day, my friends.
Здравствуйте, Аллах, hello, buongiorno.
MindSimulation is glad to welcome you to the event where we will tell you more about working with voice. As you probably have already guessed, all these voices, including mine, are synthesized. CYBERVOICE speech synthesis technology is the voice part of the CyberMind project. CyberMind is a project that will bring game characters to life by giving them intelligence so that the player can communicate with the NPCs in real time, as well as ask questions, ask for advice, talk about the weather and interact in various ways. In working with English speech, we have already achieved to sound the voice particularly realistic, almost indistinguishable from the original. The new architecture works with data not at the text level but at a higher level of phonetic representations. Let's listen to how it sounds and compare it with the previous version. This is how the old version sounds.
MindSimulation is a research laboratory whose mission is to achieve artificial general intelligence. We combine and create different ways in creation of artificial intelligence.
This is how the new version sounds.
MindSimulation is a research laboratory whose mission is to achieve artificial general intelligence. We combine and create different ways in creation of artificial intelligence.
Do you hear the difference?
We combine and create different ways in creation of artificial intelligence. We combine and create different ways in creation of artificial intelligence.
This is just the beginning. The sound quality will improve with each new version. CyberMind and the revitalization of NPCs will transform the gaming industry. Imagine how much deeper would be the world of our favorite games with NPCs, which do not respond with the same prepared phrases. Instead, they carry a real dialogue with you. We will definitely tell you more and show new achievements at Cyber Expo, but today we would like to invite you to try CyberVoice and integrate it into your daily work activity. It is not as difficult as it may seem at first sight. I give the floor to the next speaker. Let's get started.
YouTube has become a platform for creators to implement their ideas and gave the opportunity to post videos before the huge public. It is an open secret that the most important part of content creation is the right voice. And the blogger's voice is not always enough for realization of all ideas. CyberVoice can synthesize almost any voice, such as voices of characters from game universes that can be used by game content creators. Also, it can synthesize the speaker's voices created in collaboration with MindSimulation, and even your own unique voice. Imagine what interesting and unusual opportunities you can find when, for example, voices of computer games characters will appear at your disposal. You can record an in-depth interview with the G-Man, discuss who is stronger, the Terminator or the RoboCop, tell the history of the world with the voice of Dandelion. Each such voice will bring the immersiveness and atmosphere of the video to a new level. By the way, 3 videos are already available on the official MindSimulation channel, which demonstrate the capabilities of CyberVoice in the voice of the author's content by the example of Russian YouTuber Voice Arabos. And especially for the presentation, we also voiced a small part of his new video with the current build of the voice from Rivia. Let's have a look at it.
Actually, this person does not deserve a second chance. The world will be better off without him. He concluded an agreement and must fulfill its conditions by giving his soul, at least once having paid his debts. So I thought and did until now. Obviously, Olgir didn't want to be a bad person. Nobody wants to. He is not the evil one who plans his shady deals and then brings them to life, loving viciously in his hidden refuge. He is not even a highwayman who kills the innocents or takes the last things. He is just not a very good person who does not perform very good deeds, though he could. But Gunter Odin gave him no choice with his games. Gunter turned off something in Olgir that was holding him back, took away the most important thing in his life and left Olgir only one way. However, it did not really matter for me as long as I thought that Olgir came to Gunter by himself. Olgir agreed to sacrifice his brother and made his strange selfish wishes. Only after thoroughly studying the history of Von Everix it becomes clear that all events are the initial performance of Gunter.
More and more people are discovering the convenience of consuming audio content. For example, podcasts while driving, cooking, exercising, and many other situations. It means that already now you need to discover a new channel for getting traffic and audience growth. Audio is just convenient to listen to. Some media already use the services of automatic text-to-speech projects, but most of them use the same cloud voice generation services and provide a very limited set of voices. CyberVoice technology gives the opportunity to voice texts with a large number of different voices, including game ones, as well as the ability to parody the voice of a certain person. For example, you are an edition and want articles to be voiced by your presenter. Let's listen to the summary of the MindSimulation interview to the portal VG247.com. This is a summary of the article about MindSimulation from the VG207.com. The title of the article is Interview Russian iLab brings Geralt of Rivia to life in a way that could change video games forever. The article says the following.
From video games to books to a recent stint on one of the world's biggest streaming services, Geralt of Rivia has cemented himself as one of the most beloved protagonists of the 21st century.
I have spent many evenings pondering about how lovely it would be to sit down and hear Geralt recount tales of wooing and witchery over a nice, cold pint of all in a Novigradian boozer. As it turns out, my fanciful imaginings aren't quite as intangible as they once seemed. Geralt of Rivia is a live-in wall.
MindSimulation Lab is a Russian company specializing in modern applications of artificial intelligence. During our recent video call, Zelina Dirikens tells me that bringing Geralt to life wouldn't have been possible if his team hadn't been actively researching unique uses for AI over the last 10 years, delving deeply into the digital integration of sciences such as psychology, philosophy, and mathematics.
However, MindSim's work has ensured that it will no longer take the guts of a decade to bring video game characters to life. Now that the foundations have been laid, building responsive and intelligent virtual personalities is not only possible, but far easier than you would initially think. This new cultivation of living, coded personalities in cyberspace is unprecedented, unparalleled, and unequivocally revolutionary. It could, hypothetically speaking, change the impact games have on us forever.
It's a huge phenomenon overall. On one hand, your favorite video game characters are now technically capable of holding a conversation with you. And because they're not actually real, they're available to chat whenever you want. At the same time, this could absolutely revolutionize open-world games. Imagine traveling through Skellige as per usual, except now every single person you meet is able to talk about their culture and heritage, or just how they're getting a bit pissed off because their kids are being little shits. You can ask them anything and they'll gladly shoot the shit with you.
Donations have long become a part of the content consumption culture. We are supported, asked to do something or answer the questions. And it would be cool if the messages from the donations were voiced by recognizable or unusual voices.
Marcus has just donated 100 units of the universal equivalent.
As for bonuses for patrons, you can make personalized happy birthday and other holidays greetings with the voices of game characters, or even the voice of the channel's author, using high-quality speech synthesis without having to record thousands of audio by yourself.
Hello, Lucky Gamer. Happy birthday to you and best wishes. Good games and frags. Hello, buddy. Happy New Year and all the best for the new year.
CyberVoice's abilities are perfect for mod makers to voice their creations. Voicing on your own takes a lot of time. Involving actors is expensive, and still the voices will be different. We don't think that it is real for a mod developer to gather the same cast. Most recently, the Farewell of the White Wolf mod has been released, which tells about the wedding of Geralt and Yen. It is an interesting mod with its own history, many characters, and a huge number of dialogues, except for one thing. There is no voice at all. The characters just move their lips, and we have no choice but to simply read them. It would be great if this mod had voices of familiar characters. You have to admit that to hear the character's unique voice is much better than just reading the subtitles in complete silence. Still, the voice is a very important part. Let's see what it could look like.
You look beautiful.
Geralt,
We are gathered here today to witness and celebrate the union of Sorceress Yennefer of Vangerbert and Witch Geralt of Rivia in marriage.
You smell wonderful too, Yen.
Do you, Geralt of Rivia, take Yennefer of Vangerbert to be your lawfully wedded wife?
I do.
Do you, Yennefer of Vangerbert, take Geralt of Rivia to be your lawfully wedded husband?
I do.
If anyone has cause to believe that this couple should not be joined in marriage, speak now or forever hold your peace. Please repeat after me. Thus do I take you, to have and to hold,
Thus do I take you, to have and to hold,
for the most wondrous and terrible times, for the best and the worst of times,
for the most wondrous and terrible times, for the best and the worst of times,
by day and by night, is sickness and in health.
By day and by night is sickness and in
and in
health.
health.
For I love you with all my heart,
For I love you with all my heart.
and swear to love you eternally,
And swear to
Swear to
love
love
you
you
eternally,
eternally.
until death do us apart.
until death do us apart.
Until death do us apart.
I hereby pronounce you husband and wife. Previously, we showed how you can translate your content into different languages by the example of the Russian YouTuber Voice Arabis videos from Russian into English. In a similar way, you will be able to voice your content not only in English, but also another language without changing your voice. Теперь я начала говорить по-русски. Да, сейчас у меня есть акцент. Однако это будет улучшено в следующих версиях.
On November 13, MindSimulation will hold a sneak preview of the CyberExpo main event, where it will demonstrate new achievements in the revitalization of the NPCs in games, a new digital identity of one of them, tell about an interesting collaboration and plans for the future. We invite you to attend this event. We will send special invitations.
We made this presentation not just to tell you about the CyberVoice abilities, but to offer you to use these technologies in your creations, work, or daily activities right now. We offer our cooperation to everyone present at this presentation. All our contacts are on the screen. We hope to work with you on new interesting collaborative projects. This is all that we wanted to show and tell you today. See you at CyberExpo.